What a wonderful morning. What a wonderful morning. Even though I really haven't had a lot of sleep, but that will not stop me. That will not deter me. And what I'm compelled to speak about, to pray about, to get off of my chest and mind, because by doing so, it makes me better, and it makes all of you better. Because without you, there would be no me. Without you, there would be no me. And what came across my mind very heavily was the amazement of myself. And not to sound conceited or anything like that, and not to put down any of my ancestors, but to give you more detail. I have been around the spiritual path that others have taken. I've witnessed manifestations. And at one point in time, I attended a banquet. And something was asked of me. And what I wanted for the reward at the time. And I told y'all in many prayers what my biggest issue was. So I wanted that perfect woman. That freaky deaky, loyal, no gag reflex, going for hours, flexible as a motherfucker. Yeah. And the reason I say that is because I know they know what I like, what will make me happy, what will make me truly satisfied. So I agreed, not fully thinking of the consequences of everything that I said, everything that I agreed to, or what could happen to me if I did not. So, long story short, I didn't do what I was supposed to fucking do. Now, let's fast forward to, let's say, more than 8-9 years, and all of the things that happened in my life. And out of everything, that still played in my mind. Now, I mean, to the point where, and this is pretty much what goes on and what had gone on, I've had sex with women and can't even remember what they look like. No details of their bodies, of their face. And these are not ugly women, but I don't remember. But my mind sure as hell remembers those words from all of those years ago, because it always stayed somewhere in the back of my mind that you broke your promise. Nobody else. You did, because it was made by you. Now, we fast forward to today. That will be the farthest fucking thing from my mind. That would be the farthest thing from my fucking mind. And I go through life every day in pain. I move, there's pain. I breathe, I sneeze. Or there's these times where my body does whatever the fuck it wants to do. The spasms, pins and needles, sharp pains all over, to where I literally will pass out at times from the pain and wake up and have my regular normal pain. But even through all of that, I am keeping my word. No one will stop me from continuing these prayers every morning to acknowledging you all ancestors. And the reason for that is because there are people who knowingly are spiritual, or trying to be, or have been around it way longer than I have, who have way more knowledge, and they still refuse. They still choose disobedience over everything and wonder why shit is so fucked up in their lives. Nobody told you. Nobody forced you to agree. You asked for help. You asked for those messages. You're advised on what to do. And because of stupid shit, you choose not to. You choose not to. And are quick to blame it on other things and other people. It wasn't them they came to. It wasn't them that seeked them out. That was you. That was you. And if this is happening to me now, I know damn well there are you ancestors out there who chose when you knew what this was about. You want to be a part, but you're not ready to give your all. And it blows my mind. And I'm not talking about teenagers, people even in their 20s. I'm talking about 30s, 40s, and 50s who've been around this for as long as they can fucking remember, who have used some of the gifts and the blessings. But for you to deny, for you to refuse, for you to get on your high horse, and even after they have taken it easy on you, taken it very easy on you with the punishment, because there's always repercussions of our actions. That is a given. You still try to put on this front. You've mentioned spiritual things or things from the Bible. You say you are a follower of this Orisha. You dress the part. You look the part. But inside of you is just a hollow fucking shell. Trying to appease the fucking people around you. When your spirit, your ancestors are trying to protect you from some of those very same people. I, for one, don't understand. I learned my lesson the very first time. I learned from that very first time because I know all of this that I am going through. What is it about? What happened? What caused? And I am forever sorry, but I am also forever grateful. Because now I am this person. I can speak with this confidence. I can make up for what the ancestors did that knew, that straight up fucking knew, that went there, made that vow, made that pledge, that contract, agreement, and benefited. They benefited from it, possibly others along the line did. But are you trying to take spirit for a joke? You should not have taken spirit for a joke. To think, or maybe you did not think, because you was only concerned about you, right here, right now, and what you can get out of it. Not thinking of, what is going to go down my bloodline. How spirit will get back what they gave. And then, when you become an ancestor, what do you think happens? Nothing. Because those morals were not implanted in your children. They don't acknowledge. And they don't understand why shit is so fucked up. It's because of what you didn't do. What you did do. Let me give you another example. And I won't use names, but this thought came to me as I was hearing a tale. The tale was about a person that was asked to do something. And because of what was asked, they chose to not follow. Now this person, at the same time, wanted to be in the spiritual life. They wanted to work side. They wanted to be even more heavily, deep in the spirituality of it all and understand. But the person they are working with is a very spiritual person. And for the second they think that they're pulling the wool over someone's eyes, they are mistaken. They wonder why they are not at a higher level. And it's simple. It is simple. How can I trust you to do what my spirit says when you won't listen to your own spirit? One more again. How can I trust you to listen to my spirit when you won't listen to yours? And they probably don't understand it. They probably don't think it that way. But it is the truth. For me to put my trust, for my spirit to put their trust in you, because you damn sure spirits trust and they distrust, but you are given a chance. You're given an opportunity. Now this person that I speak of ain't no spring chicken at all. Have kids in the 20s. But still, And it just blows my fucking mind. Because I came into this without an inkling. The only thing I had was my word. And my mind was set that from day one, this is what the fuck I am about. And no one will change that. So you ancestors who did not take it serious when you knew, I really can't fault the ones who weren't totally aware, because they say ignorance is bliss. Well, I ain't no ignorant motherfucker in those terms anymore. So I know what could be. But for those who knew, who purposely let their own greed, their own physical needs, correction, not needs, because we seem to use that word very lightly. I need this. Oh, I need this. If Spirit is telling you to put something to a side and don't you fucking touch it, don't bring up what the fuck you need when really it's a fucking want. If you weren't able to put that aside, you still wasn't gonna have it, so what the fuck is the difference now? But no. You confuse. Well, it's not even about confusing. You know damn well it's not a need. But all you can think about is, I can get this. I can get this. I don't have to be without that. You survived without that. You can survive just a while longer. But those actions, they've traveled down. And the more it travels down, the harder it is able to fix. The more is required to fix the situation that you caused. Whether you listened to the wrong person, you thought you were better, you came up with some cockamamie scheme, or you just flat out not gave a flying fuck. But you did what you did. And as I said in a previous prayer, spirits can be healed. They can become stronger. Well, that goes for both ways. And all you're doing is setting our ancestors in that stubborn mode to where something simple could have been asked of. And this person, I'm going to put it out there, they were asked to offer a cake. They didn't have to buy the they didn't have to bake the motherfucker. They could have purchased it. And they still refused. So by those simple things that our ancestors, that our erasures are asking of us, and we refuse, you think it's going to be something that simple for the next person when they might be able to awaken? When that opportunity comes for them to be cleansed, to be healed, for them to heal the ancestors before them? That's not making it easy on them. It's making it even harder, because spirit don't care. And you know why spirit doesn't care? If you're a man, if you're a woman, if you're young or old. The sex doesn't make us who we are. We're not tracked by our sex. We're not tracked by our educational background. I've mentioned this before. The only way we can be tracked is through our blood, our bloodline. So all spirit, all our ancestors are seeing is this bloodline is being disrespectful, being fucking rude, out of order, not living up to what they say they want, and we're sitting here expending our energy, our force that is keeping us on this planet to watch out for them to do some fuckery. So they're not going to make it easier. And the easiest way for us to do and to get around is to pass the buck. Not take responsibility. I've taken my responsibility. I've taken it. For those who didn't continue what was supposed to be done, even though they knew, you're the ones that I'm saying, I'm going to do right for you. I'm going to take on that responsibility. You did what you did. You were a piece of shit for what the fuck you did. But I'm not you. I'm going to be better than you. I'm going to learn from your mistakes. I'm going to take what I know and what my ancestors who have come forth and are helping me know and stop it dead in its tracks. It's not going to continue. I have given what is asked. I have gone. I have sat. I have stood. I have walked. I have prayed. And don't forget the whole time cursing like a motherfucker. But hey, this is what it's about. To prove I am a man of my word, and I deserve all of the blessings that are happening now and that will come. So to you, ancestors, take note. You don't have to hide. You don't have to wear a mask. I don't need to know your age. I don't need to know your sex, your name, what part of the country you were born in, when you lived, or when you died. You just need to know that it's stopping. I will not let temptation rule. I will not let your evil ways come through and affect me. Sure, I'm not perfect. There are plenty of times I want to give up, take a shortcut. But my ancestors that I've healed does not let those thoughts stick. They do not. Yeah, you know what? I could walk and pray every other day. I could pray in the house. But I realize that you guys enjoy this. You love this outside. You love this time of the day just as any other. So I said I'm going to keep it, and that's what I'm doing. And at the same time, I am not holding a grudge. I am not trying to mislead you, ancestors. I am trying to give you that knowledge that it's okay. You did some fuckboy shit. You made a lot of people that went before me suffer. And at the same time, I'm letting you know it stopped. I have to let them know that it's okay to let it go, to stop being angry, to stop acting as if you don't see the change that is going on. If I'm not holding a grudge and I am the one that is physically going through all of this right now, why should you? Why should you? Because that bitch did. Past tense. Did. It's not what they are doing. It is what they did. And nothing can be done to change that. But everything can be done to change right now. This path, it can be tough. And with each passing day, more thoughts come to mind, more points of views that open my heart to feel for those that I never thought about, that I can fuse for other emotions, or that I took them as my own actions, my own thoughts, my own will, but I was being guided and never once thanked them. Never thought that even though they still despise the fucking people, and I say the people, I meant those in our bloodline. Great-great-greats and great-great-greats and however many greats you want to call them. Your cousins, your sister, your brother, mother, father, aunts, uncles. Yes, even though they despise them and still hold that weight, they still reached out. They still offered me a chance once they saw that I am serious, what that goal is, and how it is not a selfish desire. A sanctuary is not just meant for one alone. That is for all of us. They've seen it, they've walked through it with me, so they know. And as those days are getting closer and closer, all of the last calls are being made. The last calls are being made for those to step forth now. Because just as we have our trials and tribulations, our ancestors and spirits still do, and our relatives. There are those that want to be healed, but because of what they carried on, it is harder for them. It takes longer. It takes more energy. It takes someone like me to get to a certain level of spirituality before I can even reach the tip of their cup. I can't even see the bottom of it because I am not there yet. So all they can do is wait and hurt and pain and anguish because they see and they know. And that is one of the hardest pills to swallow, when you know you could be healed already. But because you did not stop, because you did not start, because you did not fully believe, you're making it harder for me to reach that level, even with the help of the others. Because you have to pay your dues as well. But it's alright. We're working on it, step by step, day by day, and literally step by step, because I'm out here walking while I'm praying. But the more these prayers are made, which I will continue every morning, and spread so that people can hear and understand, I know it will help me to reach a higher level. So your time is coming. Just hold on. Don't lose the faith that you have, because I am not. Amen.